Just lost, but that was just ass. Why the fuck? I'm so ass though. And
You
bro, you playing the bro. You just seen how I just lost, bro. That would be boy. That was the most terrible thing I ever seen in history.
you good, Lil Rock. Keep your
That was
head up,
so
gang.
bad, dude. Ooh, that was bad. That was a touchdown right there too, bitch. I wasn't thinking though. I knew acceleration clock was coming. I was not thinking. That was ass.
Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope
I
this
lost,
game
bro. I'm
is
ass,
another
bro.
setting. And
Bro,
boys,
I'm
we
out here.
have a fun one ahead. Top 10
Every time
teams
y'all
from
garbage ass
around
niggas
the
win,
country
bro, I'm
going
sick of y'all
on the
garbage ass
road
niggas.
and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 10
These
team in
niggas
the
win one
country,
game.
the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked
Hey, Wayne,
opponent, the Florida Atlantic Owls.
y'all
48
don't even
sports
knew what I
fans,
just
Paul
did, bro.
Fitzsimmons
Like,
with you
I literally
alongside
just
Molly Gangster.
look. I had
Let's go
acceleration
get this
clock
thing
on, bro.
started.
Okay, I meant the thing is 101. My dumb ass had acceleration clock on. I had zero timeout.
Team ready to kick it off and get this game
Boom.
started.
I get up there, I almost score again. He was running to me like a motherfucker
The
though.
ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback.
That was bad, Wayne. Man, you see this, bro? You see how I just managed that game right there? That was so bad, bro. Then I got fucking stopped, gang. That was just
First
so
down for
fucking
this
bad,
offense.
bro. That was bad.
From the
And man, bro, I
38,
wasn't thinking to turn the acceleration clock on. I'm just
first and
thinking I'm about to
10 to
score.
the 31, a 6-yard gain.
That
They've
was so
generated some
bad, bro.
momentum with
That
excellent
was just
performances in
bad.
Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the
I
easier
lose the
division. But
clientele
now,
and Reese,
because you
bro.
were the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality
That's why I
teams,
lost clientele.
those
I was just
best
some
of
shitty
these two
Wi-Fi.
games put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated
Wait on.
themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong.
That was
We're not
just,
just talking about
and
conference
that shit was
championships.
ass,
We're talking
bro.
about where
Like,
we're going to
how
be
I
in the
just do
playoff
that,
and how
bro?
much damage we can do in the postseason.
Just
Receiver
managed
open,
that game
gets the
so
touchdown.
wrong, gang.
Running toward the tape. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense
Yeah,
rolling with a
who you
first
playing with,
down.
man?
I love that play call, and I love the timing
Wayne,
of
you
that
must have sleep,
inside
Wayne.
motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be
Played
built
that
up
game.
because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man,
And my
make
back,
that
let's
early stage.
go.
It's always good to start
Tears
the
up,
season. And
let's
listen,
go.
it
Yeah,
sounds
just
closing
I
top
believe.
25 so-and-so.
It ain't fucked me over. I had a pick six, Wayne. They fucked me over.
Time in late in the
This
season.
nigga got fucking house call and missed the
Will line
bitch.
it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Lost that game like
Amazed by
that
this
game.
offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening
Like the nigga
drive,
don't even want to play no
right
more.
down the field. You just run to
Like,
set
get ready
yourself
for
up now
Eugene.
in 1st and goal. They are
They
clean.
fucking lose.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find
You know all my
another way
shit now,
to get
though.
it going.
You play nigga for so long, bro, they know all your shit, bro.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on
They
the
knew
road.
it, so.
You know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation.
Nigga want to play some new niggas, though. We just playing the same two niggas all fucking time. Well, I'm about to leave this shit.
And he makes
Getting
the
set
extra
for
point.
the women's 100
Almost
hurdles
ready to
here.
kick it away
Take a
after
look
scoring the
at our
touchdown.
first heat, where
We ain't playing no new niggas. We just playing the same trash ass nigga. And then when the trash ass nigga beat you, they
Inside
gonna
his
be
own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
throwed that motherfucking game though. Didn't even think to turn the acceleration clock off either. I ain't even have no motherfucking timeout.
A first down for the offense.
Ordered ass.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the
They
jet
fucked me
sweep.
over with that pick though. They fucked me over.
There he goes to
I
the
do
line.
that. If I would have caught that, that whole game would have been over.
Past the 30.
Whole
He's at
fucking
the
game,
10.
gang.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he got loose, it was all over. Ready to
Running to
drive
make
right
that
out.
leg go.
And it's up and good.
He's starting to get down on how I play now, though. That's the only thing, gang.
One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's low. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short
I still
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a
playing
big
the
game
same
now,
two niggas, and the same niggas just know how you fucking play. That's exactly why I'm about to leave this shit, bro.
the bigger runs.
Oh, damn, but I just sold this shit, bro.
Looking for a huge play.
Think to turn the acceleration clock off, bro. That was ass.
Got room on the return.
Like a nigga don't even want to play no more.
Return after the INT sets up the offense for this
8
possession.
fucking moves.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these
The fuck you would, Barry.
And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the
Wait till
Owls
2K come
offense
back out so I
will
can
go
kick
back to
these
work.
niggas ass.
And they try to run inside, and there is no
Play my game right here.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively,
Don't join his invite either. Don't join his fucking invite. You're gonna be fucking lagging.
and then try to throw it down.
Make sure y'all search at the same time.
quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time. The ball squirts free, and the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Oh, shit.
Need this shit.
That would be the definition of first down success. Put yourself
Jar act like he fucked the streets up or something.
Yeah, bro, you just saw I just fucking lost.
The streets good, Rock. The streets
Then
good.
they so ass, bro. Like they so fucking ass. They just keep talking. They ass.
Yeah.
I see if they was good. Like if Wayne beat me, okay, I'm gonna get him next time. But they ass, bro.
QBs that can run can
I feel you, but
I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand.
I feel you, boy. But we gonna be back, gang. You gonna be back, gang.
Power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So
You just run to the playoff.
that can
Playing me too damn much.
you better be alert of it from the first play.
And if we played that motherfucking game either, that's the crazy thing about it.
You talk for that money anymore?
Told you they was just trying to see how I play. Somebody something else though. But man, them niggas didn't show that.
That's not a touchdown. Get the fuck out. I can't challenge that. That's not a touchdown.
His quarterback can run.
Yeah, he got 92 speed. McNair got 92 speed. I can't even challenge this shit. That was a touchdown.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the
When is that?
from the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure.
Then I threw a pick. I just threw a fucking touchdown, man. Like, come on, bro. That was a touchdown. They ain't even let me challenge the shit. Nigga was clearly in the fucking end zone.
Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive
Damn.
great hands all the time, but you always remember your first.
That shit fucked me up just then.
He'll always remember this moment.
Single back formation and they give it to him.
That shit's so weak, man.
Job following it, he's got 6 to the 18.
I'm clearly in the fucking end zone.
Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, he's looking
And everything.
over the middle. It's
Fuck this bitch.
Oh my god.
It's a watch 31. He finna fake it to him. And he finna y'all watch it.
Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It'll be a 1st and 10.
Tell you everything is this. Baby, mute your mic.
He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right.
Tell to you, I should have
He's
told you.
out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him out.
He's going to fire deep. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And he breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hurtado. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Working that left side now. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll let one go down the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now improvising. He's looking on the right side. And this will be caught at the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He's got his man. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. Got a man, it's Sanchez. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They'll try the run. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To give to the back. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pulls it in. It's Sanchez. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it, whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive.
Makes the grab on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job. Give them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick it off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, in a 2nd and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Carter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
The give to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida Atlantic 24, Memphis 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, Florida Atlantic 24.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with second and long. On the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this.
Going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm...
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he added the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let it go. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Touchdown, Memphis! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the move. Can anyone catch him? And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Fort Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Throws to the wideout. At the 45 on his way. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. It's a flea flicker. Here's a throw downfield late. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you...
He lets one fly deep. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And the listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest